Welcome to City Talk, where we are here talking about great things happening in the city of Columbia. I'm your host, Leisha Yutzi. Today we have with us Darren Thomas, who is the president of Thomas Media Group, and he's also known as the creator and co-founder of Black Expo and also Black Pages, which several of you are probably very aware of. It's very fitting that we're talking to Mr. Thomas because we're talking about the 18th annual Black Expo, and it's also occurring during National Small Business Week, which is very, very fitting.
Absolutely.
I don't know how you planned that, but that was like a PR coup for you to actually host this during Small Business Week.
You know what? It makes sense, after being in this market and serving this community for 20-some years, and the great job that the Office of Business Opportunity does for all of our citizens, and particularly small minority-owned businesses. We just thought it would be great timing. And we had a new venue this year, so that helped with the move as well. So.
Okay, and that's a great segue into venue. Give us date, time, location for the actual, I guess, big Saturday event. But
Absolutely.
Then you have so much going on before that, then you can kind of backtrack and let us know what's going on during the full week.
Absolutely, yeah, and you're right, Alicia. This year, the 18th annual Columbia Black Expo did have a change in venue. We've moved into the Columbia Convention Center. For years, we've been at the Colonial Life Arena. Mm-hmm. And several things just led to that. We really looked at some of our elderly folks getting around the arena, and mothers, because we're a family-oriented event, mothers being able to use strollers, which are prohibited there. We just wanted to be more family-oriented and just a little more comfortable for our attendees, because we've been so blessed to really just draw people from all age groups. And a lot going on that Saturday. We have a host of seminars. We've got workshops, the food, the health fair, the Greek Village, great entertainment, celebs. I think two of the biggest things, if you had to point to this year, I would say would be at the Biz Tank. Of course, we've got Damon John from TV Shark Tank as our guest speaker. We're using that opportunity really as an economic development focus as we try to encourage entrepreneurship here in the city of Columbia. We've created this pretty much a business pitch competition where individuals, if they've got a great product or an idea, they can come on. Black Expo, well, we've got it's a pre-examination prior to, so that folks can get through that phase. But at the Expo, folks will be able to pitch an idea for a package worth $15,000, which is cash, some business evaluations, financial services, all of those things. But we just thought it'd be a great opportunity. Small Business Week, all in line with that. Having Damon John from TV Shark Tank, first time, the inventor of FUBU, the first time he's been in Columbia. So we just thought it was great. The other thing too, Alicia, because we moved the weekend and it's Mother's Day weekend, we knew that, graduation, Mother's Day, not your traditional third weekend, what can we do to really get folks excited and maybe bring mom out? Well, we've created a Black Expo health spa where we're encouraging folks to come to Black Expo. First of all, go to our website, register, sign up mom. Mm-hmm. It's free. Get your ticket, come in, facials, nail techs, foot masseuse, chair masseuse, health nutrition, skin analysis, all those things that you can find in a traditional spa. We've taken an entire room with the help of a lot of partners and created a spa experience for mom or for your special lady or significant lady. But we thought this would be a great way to get folks to come out, and a different way to get Black Expo, get folks out to Black Expo. Now, of course, we've got our celebs. The most popular TV show, I think they broke all of Nielsen's ratings this past year, is the hit TV show Empire. Mm-hmm. And for us to have Hakeem, aka Yaz the Greatest, as our celebrity guest, is unprecedented because he just draws such a large number, particularly those fans. Of course, we've got our child celeb, China Ann McClain from Disney's Ant Farm. A lot of people know her from, of course, House of Pain years ago, but she was also the little girl in Daddy's Little Girls, Tyler Perry's hit movie, Daddy's Little Girls. On the entertainment side, having just won a Stellar Award just a few weeks ago, Michelle Williams, formerly of Destiny's Child, is our gospel performer, and we partnered with one of the local gospel stations. She's doing a session on stage called Single and Saved, just really addressing singles and just what it means to be a believer in the faith and being able to express that as a single individual. Of course, we've got Leela James that we just brought on, who R&B sensation who will close out the day that day. So we've got a lot of great celebs, a lot of great talent, new venue, all of some of the successful things that we've had in the past. And Alicia, I'd like to also make note that we've made parking really easy for folks. We know graduation is going on, but we have 2 parking garages with the help of the city that we'll be running a shuttle service every 15 minutes to the convention center. And the parking garages that we've identified as free parking. So I want to thank the city for that, but we've hired a local minority-owned firm that's going to provide our shuttle service. So we're excited about that. Again, we just want to make it really comfortable for all of our attendees, and so they're going to just have a great time.
Okay, that is a lot packed into one day.
Absolutely.
So what time? I mean, what time do you start to kind of fit all that into one day?
Doors open at 10 o'clock that morning,
Okay.
and we've got a host of seminars: how to do business with a major grocery store sponsored by Food Lion, how to do business with South Carolina Department of Transportation, what your hair says about your health. We partnered with Select Health of South Carolina because what a lot of people don't realize, your hair is a huge indicator to your health. So this is our health focus. Lisa, in partnership with the city's My Brother's Keeper initiative, we've got a young man by the name of Mike Anderson who was on death row for a double murder, who was exonerated, and he's coming as our speaker, and he's got a series, well, he's doing a series on the prison, eradicating the prison pipeline, or tongue twister, eradicating the prison pipeline for young black males. You know, here's a man who's been on death row. He talks about having been in the drug game and what it took him to turn his life around, being a father of 3 kids, a productive citizen, has written a book, has been a speaker around the country, but we're fortunate to have him here, particularly in light of our partnership with the My Brother's Keeper. But that's one of our seminars that we've got on that day. But you know, folks want to go to our website. If they register for a seminar, they actually get in Black Expo free. And you know, Alicia, we've got so much for every facet. We partnered with the Language Center, Language Buzz, to help young people in going beyond just English, whether it's Spanish, French, Portuguese, whatever, what it is to become a dual language individual, particularly starting with young people. And we partnered with BizTech to teach young people how to build apps as well as video games. So we really have something for everyone at Black Expo.
It sounds like you got some serious topics. You have
Absolutely.
some fun things. You've got a relaxation area, a spa, and
Yep.
then you've got some entertainment. Now, what is that website address? Because this is a lot of information.
Absolutely,
for folks to
absolutely.
take in.
BlackExpoSouth.com, BlackExpoSouth.com. And in fact, Alicia, on our website, we've got our whole week of activities listed. We partnered with another young group of professionals, and we call it our Young Gifted and Talented. This will be down in the Vista, SoCo. And again, we wanted to find a way to get young people engaged because Columbia, like other major, mid-major southern cities, we have a challenge with retaining young talent, you know, particularly young African Americans or young people, period, who look for greener pastures elsewhere. And I'm a huge fan of Og Mandino's book, Acres of Diamond, which the premise of the book is a lot of times your diamonds or what you're looking for is right at home. Getting young people to understand that Columbia has so much to offer. You know, I grew up on a farm in a small town, so this was the big city to me. But for other people who were here, you know, they might look at, well, maybe Atlanta, Charlotte might have greener pastures when there are really some great opportunities
And
here.
sometimes you don't appreciate your own
Absolutely,
backyard.
absolutely. So we partnered with this young professionals, young gifted and talented, really addressing issues and concerns that they have as young professionals, and also helping them understand, you know, what they may be looking for is right here. On Wednesday night, we partnered with Journey United Methodist Church, where we have our Power of Praise. You know, every year we partner with a local church family to host with our young adult ministries. Thursday night is our kickoff reception, which is where we truly kick off the Expo weekend. Friday morning, our charity golf tournament out at Crick and Tree. Alicia, now we moved the golf tournament this year. It had been at Cobblestone in the past. And you know, Councilman Sam Davis and Congressman Clyburn have always been huge supporters of coming out to that event because we raise money for the Judge Matthew Perry Scholarship Fund, the city's First Tee program, and the Boy Scouts. And I think, Alicia, our last count, Dr. Noble Cooper and I, we've raised over $50,000 to support local charities here in the Columbia, just from the golf tournament over the last 8 years. But we're fortunate this year. Bruce Ellington from the San Francisco 49ers will be our host. And since Dawn Staley has played in this tournament the past 3 years, we're actually going to make a special presentation to her at the golf tournament on that morning.
That is fantastic.
Yeah,
and
so.
you're still going to have enough energy
to
pull off the expo on
absolutely.
that Saturday.
Well, Friday night, Alicia, we still got Friday night, which is arguably probably the second biggest event of the entire week, and that's the Taste of Black Columbia, another new venue. Very close. Last year, Alicia, we were at the Adventure. This year, we're at the State Museum with the new planetarium, a lot more open space. I will tell you, Alicia, we've got a lot more chefs this year that are participating, and we're really excited about that. Got a call earlier today from Chef Daniel Thomas, who was a White House chef from 2 years ago, who's interested in coming back. Now, we got a lot of chefs from outside of the area that's coming in. Food Line, who's one of our major partners, their chef is from the Low Country, and she's doing Low Country shrimp and grits. And she's doing that on Friday night at the Expo. And she's doing a cooking demonstration on Saturday. Friday night at the Taste, but doing a cooking demonstration on Saturday. So we've got a lot more chefs participating, which is why we needed that additional space or the openness of the State Museum. So, that with using that as a draw to get folks into town, to be here for the weekend, we've been really fortunate.
So really, from your perspective, over the 18 years, would you say that this is probably maybe one of the biggest
Absolutely.
or largest expos?
I would say, no question, because we really filled the gap. And I think, Alicia, where we have been fortunate is that because of the goodwill we've been able to develop in the community, we've had so many entities that have approached us to say, hey, we want to be a part of this. We'd like to participate. Can we collaborate with our event to bringing in, having a good partnership with the city? Folks have come to me, other Black expos around the country have come and said, well, man, how have you been able to sustain that in a city your size where I've struggled in St. Louis or I've struggled in Washington, D.C., which to me is unfathomable based on the city size and the demographics. And what I've shared with them is I've got a great partnership with the city, the county, a lot of our major partners, but we sow into that goodwill continually where it opens the doors for people to want to collaborate and or suggest ideas of, hey, you can do this, or what about doing this, or this would be great for our community. Have you considered this? Alicia, one of the things I left out, we've all seen the struggles that some of our HBCUs have had. You and I are both graduates of the University of South Carolina, but that didn't defray the fact that we support our HBCUs. Friday night at the Taste, we're bringing in the jazz bands of those HBCUs, Allen, Benedict, South Carolina State, and Claflin, to all participate, where we're making donations and encouraging people in the community to support the scholarship funds of those institutions. So I think for us, always being sensitive to the needs of the greater community, and specifically the African American community as well, I think that's a recipe for success, which gives us 18 years.
And that's part of the beauty of the Expo, is that it's always found a way to give back to the community. And I think that's why you normally have thousands of people every year who actually come up for the Expo. So I think the crowds get larger and larger every year. And again, you're going to have to share that website address because I'm overwhelmed with all the information. And it's like the big day, I guess, or the largest day is like May 9th, which is the Expo. But there's so much that's going on before then. If you give the website address again, because there's so many events, some ticketed events, they can get dates, times, locations, etc.
It's blackexposouth.com. Ticket prices are $15. We always keep, you get everything. Most people call and say, wait a minute, I get to see Michelle Williams, or I meet Yaz, or I can hear Damon, how much is all of that? And we say it's $15. And they're like, are you kidding me? There's some kid. And I'm like, no, I think that's the other part of our success. We've just kept it very family friendly and economical. And I'll tell you, Alicia, one of the things I'm excited about is what our partnership with the city. We've got the city hall where we have all the city's booths right there as you enter in the Expo, giving our citizens an opportunity to really be educated on some of the, the police department doing its recruitment effort, at a time that's critical that we see diversity throughout our police departments throughout. And so Columbia's always had an incredible police department, but being able to expose that in a positive way in an event like this, I think is important. It really is. But, Black Expo South is the website. Folks can register for a seminar if they want to get in free to get there early that morning. Of course, once they get in, they get access to everything.
Okay. And every year I'm overwhelmed by the level of energy that you have and the energy that you maintain through a full week of events all the way up into the Expo. So we thank you for actually starting this 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's really become an iconic event here in the city.
Wow.
And we keep teasing you because we can't wait to see what you're going to do for the 20th. So we've got, 2 more years, and then the 20th, we just have no idea how large you're going to make this. So.
Just pray for me, that's all I'll say.
Okay. Well, again, the website address, he shared that. A lot of events, really a full week of events leading up to the actual large expo on May 9th. So there's no reason if you can't make it on the 9th, you can definitely make one of the events leading up to it. And again, thank you for bringing this to our community and hosting it here in the city of Columbia.
Absolutely.
That's it for City Talk. If you would like more information about this, please visit the website. Again, we're talking about the 18th annual Black Expo.